Bump it. Bam.
Hey, Devin.
Yo, Kyle.
Are you on drugs?
I am not. I'm ready to be caffeinated and start our recording day.
Okay.
I'm
Not
not
fully
on
convinced
drugs.
you're not on drugs, but
I'm not on drugs. I'm sober. I will take a sobriety test.
where's my cup? I need a cup for you to pee in.
you really looking for a cup?
If I had a cup, I would be like, pee in this. And you'd be like, well, okay. No. Put your penis away.
Oh, after the trauma. Oh my
Yeah.
god, after the trauma we saw last night.
That was all you.
Yeah, I
You should
know.
definitely vet people more before you get them on the random hour.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was left unsupervised and I misunderstood the assignment.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are we even able to like link somebody's OnlyFans?
I mean, YouTube's going to flag it.
Okay, but with like our podcast episodes, are we even allowed to like have that in the description?
I feel like we have had one with Sarah.
I think we did, but I think it got flagged, but I don't remember.
It got flagged on one of the episodes. Got flagged on YouTube, but it didn't on Spotify. And I'm like, okay.
Yep. No, you see why I'm asking. I mean, that's a legitimate question.
I know. I know.
So
I made an oopsie.
just dick and ass, man. Just dick and ass in my face, and I'm like, what the fuck? Well, time to call Devin. Let's do this together.
Well,
Hashtag podcast life.
I'm glad I got that recording.
I know you did.
We
We will probably have to make this one split for just the amount of times we're saying dick and ass.
The sad part is we're not even watching a crazy movie. We're watching a classic. Which one do you want to do first?
What are you feeling in the mood for?
It don't matter. I know we're gonna knock out a bunch of them. Then you can just
Okay.
pick one.
Do you want to start with the Invisible Ray?
Good. I hated that one. That was the worst one out of all of them.
I actually found this kind of delightful.
Wow.
I didn't think it was a good movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like close middle to the middle of the road, but it was the guy's not invisible.
He's not, dude. He's not invincible. They're like, and you know, fun fact for the people at home: this
Now hold on a
movie,
minute. I've got a question. Is it invisible or invincible?
I think it's invincible.
Nope.
Oh, it's not. It's just Invisible Ray.
INVISIBLE. Invisible.
Oh god, yeah. We need to. Speaking of Invincible, did you ever finish season 2 of Invincible? Oh, you did. I gotta restart it. I mean, I've read all the books, so I know how the story's gonna end. But
Yeah, I've been waiting on you, buddy.
oh shoot, because we need to do a part 2.
Yeah, I've been waiting on you though.
Oh, pooping my pants. Don't worry, I'm not gonna shit my pants on command.
I don't fully believe you.
I promise I won't. If I do, I'll get up and run to the little podcaster room.
As long as I get it on video, it'll be fun.
Oh yeah, and you will cherish it forever.
I don't think I'd cherish it. I'd laugh at you, and then be like, "Hey, buddy, Jimmy, are you okay?
Well,
May I remind you of your bachelor party, good sir?"
no,
Okay.
but real friends let other real friends throw up on them in a truck going down I-75.
I was honestly just trying to keep you from choking and drowning in your throw up.
Then I want you to get yourself a muffin.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself a sandwich because I don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
What type of muffin?
Yeah, I mean we're recording, but
What type of muffin?
Okay, being pregnant sucks
Yeah,
because I keep getting sick unless I eat every two hours. So
really?
I've already had ramen today, and now I just got myself a croissant from some local coffee shop here, and
Okay.
I'm already kind of starting to feel like a little nauseous. So
Morning sickness.
don't get pregnant. Don't get
Um,
pregnant with Devin's kid, because that kid will eat like parasite you.
yeah, I don't think I had the facilities for that.
Well, still, don't get pregnant with Devin's kid. That kid
Understandable.
will take all you got and might come out looking like their dad.
Yeah,
So-
I roomed with him. The shredded cheese in the corner was enough for
I
me.
can't hear him.
he says I room with him. The shredded cheese in the corner will give enough indication that you need of what offspring you're producing.
Oh, also, I'm addicted to apple juice, which is weird because, I normally like Coke Zeros or Coke products. No, I don't like them. They give me the same joy that ginger ale gives me,
I love ginger ale.
which is like nothing because you only drink it when you're freaking sick.
Yeah, that's why I like ginger ale. No, Hannah's actually been getting really into apple juice.
Hannah's really been getting into apple juice.
Maybe Hannah's pregnant too.
Yeah, you
She is not.
You better check.
No, she.
Check.
Uh,
Check. Take 4 tests and check.
We'll have our babies together.
No, actually, I thought about that if she did get pregnant, but no.
Oh, and it's a specific kind of apple juice. It's the Mott's apple juice. It has to be Mott's apple juice.
She has a specific type of apple juice too, but I don't
I
know the
think-
name of it.
She also has a Pacific apple
I can
juice.
hear him a little bit more.
Okay, because I got the one earbud out.
But yeah, so I got me hot chocolate with cold foam. I got Devin his thing, and I'm gonna go and eat it, and then I'm gonna read my 20-year-old Twilight book.
Okay. Oh, I'm starting. I finished all of Wicked on Audible, and now I'm starting The Silmarillion.
You read Wicked? I bought the book. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
I just like don't want to. I'm that type of person where if it's like a big thing, like with Barbie and stuff like that, I'm not really into it. But I saw.
No, I feel
I'll
the same
pick it
way.
up.
Yeah, I feel that, but no. I was one of those things where I was like, man, I've been wanting to start The Wizard of Oz, like the book, for like a long time, and so I listened to all of the books on Audible,
Yeah, I remember you telling us that.
and then I was like, well, I finished that. I might as well go on to Wicked. There's a lot of pissing green nipples, so
There's a lot of what?
Pissing green nipples.
the
Okay.
green nipples aren't pissing, but the man definitely has a piss king.
Okay.
This is not to scare you, but like,
Is
like
it
be
written by-
warned.
It's not written by the same person, right?
No. Baum dies, and I think the last book is like a patchwork of like his work, and it's actually like with the last book for Baum, that was like the first one that was actually kind of racist, oddly enough. But no, his work was like all over the place, and it was like, am I hearing that right? And you're like, yep, I indeed just heard whatever I just heard. Okay, little
I
bug
remember you
boys.
telling us about it.
Yep.
So, yeah, sorry for hijacking the thing. I just had a rant.
That's okay.
I don't even know what we were talking about before that. I know 75. I heard 75. Something about 75. So probably that porn shop on 75.
Well, Devin is a really big fan of dick and ass.
Okay, well, if y'all ever get on 75, exit 104, there are a bunch of ads for some adult sex shop. So, well, I couldn't think of the name. I kept saying porn, and I'm like, that's not right. So, exit 104 in Georgia, they got a adult superstore, and it has a lot of ads between that exit and its like companion exits on either side. Okay, so there you go.
Okay.
I'm
This
leaving. I'm gonna go read my book.
this episode's brought to you by E for Explicit for Dick and Balls, Vomit, and Adult Superstore.
This episode is brought to you by Devin's pregnant wife, who hopes their kid doesn't look like him.
It's gonna be great when this comes out in December when the baby's here. Well, we're knocking him out before the baby gets here. Can you come close the door? Oh, she's coming back. She is coming back.
Devin might give y'all an update if the baby does look like him or not.
No, he's gonna like hold it in like one of the podcast episodes, and you can be like,
He says I'm gonna hold it in one of the podcast episodes.
What?
He says I'm gonna for one of the podcast episodes, I'm gonna bring it in there and just hold it to the camera. Look at my baby. Yeah.
Less likely to look like your mom. A lot of you,
look at my pet semen.
I'm like fine with it.
Yeah, no, we're at the point now this year where we're almost done, and all we got left is right around the time the baby's gonna be here, so that way we're not rushing.
Hmm.
Chloe, can you cut door?
Older.
Well, yeah. Well, they'll come in here in a second. I'll just get them in a little bit. All right, back to our scheduled regular program. Megan made a special appearance.
I'm sorry, I need a moment to recalibrate.
Why?
So much dick, ass, balls, porn,
And my pet.
piss, green nipples. You may keep going.
No.
Okay. So
All I know is this is gonna be fun to put the East Blick at. Somebody's like, "Oh, a classic monster movie."
what
I'd be
happened
like-
here? Everything.
Everything. First thing in the morning.
Welcome to Popcorn Buckets. Fucking shit.
I mean, I can't wait for episode 420 and Evil Bongo 420 to come out.
I hated that episode.
Don't worry, we did it together.
So much titty.
And no plot.
Nothing's like my girlfriend coming in and being like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
So, all right, Devin, could you recap?
Oh yeah,
the
recap
Invisible Ray.
the Telemundo. We basically watched a Telemundo with basically it took place in Africa, and they were out in Africa looking for this meteor that had special gifts, and mad scientists took the meteor, built this giant ray gun, threatened to blow up the African village people for working for him for free. Turns out he got hit with a ray, which didn't really make him invincible. Just made him glow. Really glow.
Yep. So you ready for me to give my notes?
Sure.
We've never seen an eye to eye. That's because I'm 200 years ahead of you. That was a line in the movie, and I was like, that is the most savage burn I think we've witnessed in a while.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
That was between the professor or from the old lady.
No, it's between like two of the guys.
Okay. Well, the old lady mentor was weird. I didn't care for her character because she's like writing in riddles, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And she's like, you have the power. And he's just like, I'm glowing here. Why am I glowing?
I know. I actually have a book for riddles that I plan to use when I become an old man, just to confuse people.
Oh, great.
Oh, you want to record, Devin B? You have to answer my riddles 3.
I'm jumping out the window like how this movie ended.
We both
What?
know you just be like, butter. Answer butter. Butter powers. The fuck, man? You're supposed to like at least try a little bit. Nope, I'm just gonna keep yelling butter.
Butter.
So let's talk about the invisibility problem for the invisible ray.
Yeah.
Did you find it? Because I never found the invisibility.
No, that's what I was so confused because I was like, okay, obviously this movie came out in the 30s. And I'm like, okay, maybe when he's green or whatever. Well, I'm assuming it's green. This was a black and white movie. So I'm assuming when he was glowing, he was invisible, air quote. But no, people
No,
just
he wasn't
talking.
invisible. People could see him.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like so confused. I was like, I don't understand this movie.
Yeah, I definitely am gonna take points off for no invisibility.
I this was not fun for me. I was like, okay. He's like,
Okay, so I know you're not here yet, but the next one I think we review is The Invisible Woman from
yeah,
1940, or it's two from there. Here, um, I thought it was so much better. Do you want to know why?
what?
Because of the actual invisibility.
I know when I was typing this in, either not Internet Archives, and I was checking to see if it was on Prime. There's a lot of cool. There's a lot of invincibility movies on Amazon.
Yep. Um, let's see. We are going to do a quick run through The Invisible Man, 1933,
Mm,
which is already out.
Spain out.
Spoiler alert, it came out at the beginning of the year in
Ooh.
February. After this, this movie. We're starting back up with The Invisibility. We're gonna go to The Invisible Man Returns, 1940. The Invisible Woman, 1940, and we're finishing up the year. Next year in January, we're going Invisible Agent, 1942. The Invisible Man's Revenge, 1944. The Invisible Man Appears, 1949, which starts off in Japan. I believe I haven't watched it yet. I got to the point last night where I watched a bunch of movies and I was like, I can't stay up. Um,
That's how I was last night. I was like, all right, we can get a good chunk recorded today.
then we move on to the 50s with The Invisible Avenger and The Invisible Man versus the Human Fly, 1957.
And then we got all a bunch of ones from the 2000s, 2010s, and the ones from like the late 2010s.
Well, hold on. Then there's just two left. The Invisible Man 2020 and The Invisible Man 1984.
Okay, that the 2021 was the one I was thinking about.
Yep. Well, I'm debating on whether we should just like jump into it because it's on Amazon right now.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them on there
Mhm.
right now.
No, I mean, I was like, originally I just had up to The Invisible Man's Revenge, and then I saw The Invisible Man 2020, and I was like, yeah, we can do it. And then I found out about 84 to 49, and I was
Is that
like,
the Kevin Bacon one?
I don't know.
Oh,
I actually haven't seen those. I remember hearing about them, and I was like, well, we might as well.
the Kevin Bacon one is like one of those like mediocre ones. I think I've watched it once.
Yeah, we can have fun with it.
Yeah.
I mean, my thought process was, well, we've already watched most of the classics. Might as well keep going on this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oakley Dokley, you ready for my other fun facts?
God, Ned Flanders. Yes, Ned Flanders. I'm ready.
One second. Oakley Dokley.
The sad part is, are you growing out your mustache, or do you got clean shaven for work?
No, I just have a scruff.
Oh. If you grow your mustache and wear a green sweater, I'm done. I'm gonna go out how this movie ended. I'm gonna jump out my window.
No, you'll turn to ash and blow out the window.
Dang.
You don't remember he turned to ash at the end?
I thought he jumped out the window and exploded.
No, he jumped out the window and just blew away. Because he
Oh, I
like
thought he
turned to ash. Because he was like, my time has come. And just,
which was stupid.
I thought it was actually kind of poetic.
I mean,
I thought it was a cool way to end the movie.
I don't know. I didn't like this movie all the way around. I felt like I was watching it to Melinda. He had like an evil science ray, and then he's like, "Oh no, I'm invincible. I'm glowing." And then people are like, "Hi."
Dude, it was a sci-fi movie. That's it.
Mm.
Um,
Sci-fi.
So in Greek mythology, Andromeda is the daughter of Cephalus, the king of the Ethiopian, and his wife Cassiopeia. The Cassiopeia boasts that she is more beautiful than his wife Nereus. Poseidon sends a sea monster Cetus to ravage the coast of Ethiopia as divine punishment. It is Andromeda, the beautiful princess of the classical legend, who is offered up to the human sacrifice to appease the gods, made angry by their mother's vanity. Shitty parenting.
Like all mythology.
The plight has already been triggered the epic battle between the hero Perseus and the ferocious sea monster to devour her. Andromeda was uh, arranged to marry Phineus, her uncle, but Perseus could not let that happen. He had fallen in love the moment he saw her and chained to the rock. After rescuing her, Perseus married Andromeda and killed Phineus in the process.
Oof.
Are you ready for space?
Dude, yeah, and I'm like, they kept mentioning spice.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, here we go. Spice. The final frontier. Or is the ocean the final frontier?
Space is the final frontier. But we haven't explored a lot of the ocean. Are you ready for space?
Okale dokale.
Okay, I feel like that you were just making fun of me now, but
I would never.
mm,
This is a safe space for all Kyles.
I don't believe you.
Oh, yeah? This is a safe
Hmm.
space for all Kyles to express themselves.
Okay, well, the Andromeda Galaxy is the spiral galaxy that is the closest major galaxy to the Milky Way. It is located in the constellation Andromeda. It is also known as Messier 31 or M31. Did you know that?
Did not.
The Persian astronomer Al-Sufi was the first to record seeing the Andromeda Galaxy in 964 AD. Simon Maris was the first person to view the galaxy by telescope in 1612. In the 1920s, the astronomer Edwin Hubble proved the Andromeda Galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy is about 2.5 million light years away from Earth. The galaxy's central core is visible to the naked eye from the dark location. The Andromeda Galaxy is a paired spiral galaxy. It has many more stars than the Milky Way. The galaxy's stars are very bright, and some being millions of times brighter than the sun. NASA. You ready, Devin? NASA.
Why do you put so much information? Why do you say it like NASA?
I don't know what you're talking about. NASA
Why do
predicts
you-
that the Andromeda
You're
Galaxy and the
saying it
Milky
like
Way.
you believe in UFOs, like you run a weapons shop in small town Georgia, and you're like, NASA's hiding us from them little green men, and when Armageddon comes, I'll be ready. I got my bunker around the shop.
Well, NASA predicts that the Andromeda Galaxy and the Milky Way will eventually merge into an elliptical galaxy that can find the Andromeda Galaxy in the constellation Andromeda. You can use the constellation Cassiopeia, the Queen, or the Great Square of Pegasus to start to hop to the galaxy.
Mm.
That's our space fact.
Hooray from NASA! Why Kyle goes hiding?
NASA.
Why he go hides in his bunker? Yeah, Megan. I can't. We're in the middle of recording. I don't want to get up. I don't
Okay.
want. I don't want to edit it out.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
The planetarian special effects is not evidence that a hypothesis is the assumption that is made on some evidence, initial point of the investigation that translates research questions into predictions. It includes the components like variables, population, and the relationship between the variables. Your mic disconnected, and so it made another track. It disappeared from me.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Where was I?
You just finished up Space Facts.
No, I did variables and hypothesis.
Yeah, you did.
So I couldn't find lithium.
Okay.
Or sorry, lithium, as it's called in the movie. But I found lithium. What is lithium, Tevin?
It's like a thick lead.
Lithium is a mood.
Mood or moon?
Mood.
Oh, mood.
It's a mood establishing medicine. Sorry, I should clarify. I wasn't talking about the chemistry aspect. I was talking about medication.
Oh, okay.
Because it was being used as medication. It's a mood establishing medicine used to treat certain mental illnesses, such as mania, the feeling of highly excited, overreactive, or distracted. Hypomania, like mania, but less severe. Bipolar disorder, where your mood changes between feelings very high, parentheses mania, or very low depression. Lithium was initially used to treat depression, gout, and neutropenia, and for a cluster of headache, prophylaxis. I'm not pronounced that right. Prophylax, but it fell off favor because the adverse effects. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) banned the use of lithium in the 1940s because of the fatalities, but lifted the ban in the 1970s. It has been long known that lithium has toxic effects on the thyroid gland and the kidneys. That thyroid toxicity, caused primarily by lithium interference with the thyroid hormones released from the gland, 19, affects up to 19% of the treated patients out of 20.
Wow.
So, I like how the movie ended. I thought it was poetic.
Oh, okay. I was like, what word are you trying to say?
Yeah, I
Poetic.
said it wrong, and I was like, I think I just malfunctioned.
Listen, this brand is sponsored by ADHD and dyslexia. We can write as many scripts as we want, and we still can't read them, even though we wrote them.
Yep. So Devin, it is currently Saturday 18th.
Yep.
Of January.
Yep.
So something that we've been watching is the Creature Commandos.
Yep.
More
As this
specific.
recording, I haven't finished the last 2 episodes, but yes,
You haven't finished the last 2 episodes.
I haven't yet. You're done with it?
Huh?
Oh, well, you can go ahead and say it. I'll watch it later.
Well, I'm trying to remember if one of the last episodes was the Dr. Phosphorus episode.
Literally the last episode that I'd watched because it was his origin story.
Okay. That's what I
Yeah.
was worried about.
Yeah.
You see why I was worried, right?
Yeah, because the episode that I'm on, and I already know because Instagram ruined it for me, it's the origin story of Nina, which, I mean, we only got her left in the finale, which I got up, finished the 2 episodes because I'd like to do an episode for the random hour where we just talk about it.
No, I was figuring we were going to do it here.
Oh.
Because Devin, what's similar between Dr. Phosphorus and the Invisible Ray?
They
Almost
both glow.
everything.
They glow.
They glow, and they burn things.
Mm.
So pretty much.
Dude, Dr. Foster's origin story, like, you're more of a you like the more interesting characters like that and the horror creatures. So this is the show for you. But dude, his origin story was fucked up.
His was one of the more tame ones.
Really? I thought it was more fucked up.
See, going from like fucky wucky to oh shit, dick and balls.
Listen, just because the origin story for both Frankenstein and the Bride, just because Dr. Frankenstein was into necrophilia, we don't approve that here.
Okay,
But-
so it goes the Bride,
Mhm.
Nina, Dr. Phosphorus.
Nina is after Dr. Phosphorus.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm going in order from fucky wucky to dick and balls fucked up.
Oh, okay.
And then it goes the Weasel.
Oh, the Weasels was sad. It was like shit.
Yeah. Let me give you a little bit of a running down of
Okay.
Dr. Phosphorus.
Go ahead.
So Alex James Stratus, codenamed Dr. Phosphorus, is a former nuclear scientist from Gotham City who betrayed by a crime lord named Rupert Thorne.
Mm-hmm.
After the deal went awry, was tossed into his radiation treatment machine to be killed. The machine did not kill Alex. I may have to make coffee.
That's why I drunk a Pepsi and I got coffee.
Oh, you double fisted?
Mm-hmm.
I know how much you like fisting.
I do.
You'll understand when you're older.
I know what you're saying. I'm just ignoring you.
Okay. But Alex didn't die. He became like a human skeleton that glows, potent radiation. The incident drove him mad. He became a sadistic psychopath who went on a killing spree. Became the leader of the gang. Yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada.
Pretty much. They've almost got identical powers.
Really? Because excuse me, Dr. Foster's is more cool than this guy. This guy just whined and obsessed over grown. He's like, I lost my powers. Meanwhile, some old lady's like singing riddles, and he's like, I can't handle the pressure. I'm gonna blow up.
Dude, this is from like what year?
35 or 36.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what you're expecting from a character from 36 to 36 to now. I mean, yeah, Dr. Foster has been like run through the ringer so many times that he's kind of like polished off.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you got anything to add?
No, not really. But you raised a good argument.
But yeah, what do you think about Creature Commandos? Because by now it's been like a full year for people to watch it.
I've actually enjoyed it.
I did too.
One, I love the animation style. I've enjoyed all the characters, and I'm excited to see what James Gunn's gonna do.
Yep.
Which I know we talked about this in the last recording between Guns and Snyder, which Zack Snyder wasn't a bad director choice neither. But I think, well, did we record that or did we talk about that off camera?
I don't remember.
Oh, well, we talked about it. But I'm excited to see what he does. He's got big plans. As long as Warner Brothers doesn't be Warner Brothers and mess it up, then I think that ECU will be in good hands.
Good to know. Good to know.
But I also think from the trailer, I think we're not getting a I think we're getting a Superman that's been added for like a minute, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Me personally, I'd rather see that because it's like, dude, we've seen the origin story so many times. Like, we get it.
I don't know his origin story. Could you give me a brief rundown?
Boy, you know his origin story.
But do I? Or am I just a fake fan?
You are not a fake fan.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Is it because I kept reading Superman comic books and made like, hey, did you know this happened?
Pretty
Hey,
much.
this one's bisexual.
That was his son.
Yep. I actually
you
did
ever-
enjoy that run.
Did you finish it? That
Mhm.
run?
I haven't picked up the run after it though.
Oh, okay.
I've been meaning to, but I haven't had the time.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about my runs that I'm like way behind on. I'm like,
You do have a lot of runs.
I do.
Just so much skid marks.
Come on.
You shouldn't set me up so easily.
I know.
All right, Devin. But I'm out of notes. So this film is rated a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Letterboxd has it as a 3.1 out of 5.
How?
Rotten Tomatoes has it 63% on the tomato meter, 52% on popcorn meter.
Okay, 52. I can see. This movie was not even that great.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it.
Why?
It was just boring, and it was like he wasn't invincible, and he rolled over some girl, and then he threatened to blow some African American people.
It's from the 30s, Devin. I don't know what you're expecting here.
No, I didn't enjoy it. Usually I go in with a glass half full, but I didn't enjoy this movie.
Okay, so what are you rating this?
I'm rating it a 2, and the only reason it ain't a 1 is because the scientific props and stuff. I mean, the setup, the sets and stuff were beautiful, but the story, complete utter trash.
I don't think this is great. I think the concept of it was really good, and I think Dr. Phosphorus is like a modern interpretation. I do not think it deserves that low. I'm giving it a 4.25 out of 10, which gives us a 6.25.
That's fine.
Let's see. So let's see what else we have rated at a 6.25. You know, every freaking time I say that. You know what we rated at a 6.25?
What?
The Invisible Ray.
That's the only one? Oh, okay.
Yep. All right, Devin. Where can the people at home find us?
Hey, as always, if you can check me out on my podcast, the More Sports Podcast, a sports podcast for everybody, as well as Kyle's show, The Random Hour, where we just have some crazy off the wall ideas, and then we've sat down with some pretty awesome content creators, and come on over, it's fun. Hey, you can follow us on social media. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Random Incorporator, where you can watch the video version of these episodes and some original content as well. Hey, follow us on Instagram as Rando Bucket Boys. And hey, we're on Twitter as Rando Corporate One. And RIP TikTok.
Oof, too soon, man.
Not when this episode comes out.
I
Not when
know.
this episode comes out.
Well, it comes out in December, so it's like well dead, probably.
I will remember you.
Sorry, who are you remembering?
TikTok.
All right, Devin. I think I'm gonna go turn into Ash. So, what are your last words?
RIP TikTok.
Okay. Mine are Oakley Dokley.